Hey guys, it's me, and today, I kind of want to show you my favorite art supplies, for traditional art and for digital art. But we'll first start with, traditional, because why not? So the first art supply that I really like is, these pencils. They're from Rembrandt, and I bought them at an art shop that is like pretty close to me, and they have like a lot of art stuff there. I think I have most of my art supplies from there, so that's really cool. And basically these pencils have like really good quality. I mean, I just really love them. They feel nice. They have different types of like the thing, I don't know how it's called, but I have HB. I also have 4B, which means it's darker. It has more graphite, so it appears more dark. And I also have 8B and a few others, but I don't really use that ones. These three are like the ones that I use the most, and I like using them for when I want to sketch in my sketchbook, and when I feel like I need to sketch first before doing line art, you know. So they feel really nice to draw, and I would really recommend this. So that's that. Then I also have the Pigma Micron pen. It's a Sakura pen, and basically it's a red pen with a fine tip. And I really like this pen because it's so thin, and it also really feels nice on paper. Because it's like, I think this tip is plastic, it doesn't get as damaged as easily as if it were to be a felt tip pen, but I just really like this one. This one was like pretty cheap, so I also like really like this one. Then for my last, I have this Copic Acria. It's the white one. I think this is like fairly new, but basically what it is like a white pen. So if you had any like marker like already drawn on your paper, it shows, the white shows up like very well. Or maybe I'll draw in a blue swatch, and I'm going over there. It's really good, and when it dries, it doesn't get like as transparent as my last one. I don't know what brand my last one was, but it was not like the Copic Acura ones. So I think that's it for my favorite art supplies. So now we're gonna practically do the same thing, but digital. So my first favorite pen is for the program that I use, by the way, is Clip Studio Paint. And the first pen that I actually use is just the default G pen, but with the pressure thingy like kind of customized. I'll show you if it wants to move. I don't think it can move. But basically the pen pressure, I just pulled one of the squares to like a corner, and it just really works well for me. and I can't guarantee that it will like work nicely for you all. I mean, everyone had like a different preferred feeling for drawing, and so, but it really works well for me because basically it's just tapered less. So on the normal G pen, the variety of size that you can have when putting pressure on your pen is like broader than like this pen that I custom made. Like it can get bigger if I put more pressure on it, but it's not as much as like the default settings, if you know what I mean. I have another version of this, which was actually the first version. This is just like just has more pressure sensitivity in terms of size than like the first one I showed you. But this was actually the first one that I made, and then I duplicated the fat one and adjusted it even further. But it's like really simple. And here you have the normal G pen. You can see the difference. This has like way more variety if you put pressure on it. Then my other pen is just basically the Milli pen. So this one has like no variety in size, whatever. So it just stays the constant. And I like using this one for when I do sketches with like thin lines. Excuses. Same with this pen. I also like to use this for thin lines, because if I'm going to work with a pen that like changes in size based on pressure, it's not going to like work very well for me. I do my size like more manually, you know. So let me remove that. Another tool that I really like to use is the chalk tool in Clip Studio Paint, because it has a nice texture. I even used it in some of my drawings, in my digital drawings, and it just has like that nice texture feel. When I color, I just like to use the lasso tool or the ice cream tool. I'll explain you what it is. It's like a custom tool that I downloaded from the Asset Studio. Basically what it does is when you have your line art and you set it as like a reference layer, you can just circle it and it will automatically just fill like this, and it's like really good for lazy artists, for me, like me. And like I just love this one in general, but it works better on line art that is more clean, I think. But yeah, you can just like tweak it to like your own liking or whatever. I didn't tweak it. And then I also have a favorite blender. I also downloaded this one on the Asset Studio, and the reason why I really love this is because it blends so smoothly. I used to use Ibis Paint for my digital artworks, and like in my honest opinion, there weren't like really brushes that like, or like at least in default, that it could like blend very well. Or even if I made my own custom brush, it didn't really like blend that well as like this blender in here. So that's why this is like one of the reasons I switched from Ibis Paint to Clip Studio Paint. I don't know if I have any more tools that I like to use. Maybe I do. Wait. Yeah, I also like to use this grunge dot. I also downloaded this, and sometimes I use it for like highlights. For example, if there's like a highlight on the cheeks, on the face, for example, I just pick the highlight color and like brush it in a little bit, and it just gives a nice texture in my drawings. So that's also really nice. And then there's one last tool that I do like. Is I also downloaded this from the Asset Studio. There's a lot, sorry. And basically what this brush is, it's kind of like a replica of the MS Paint natural pencil, because I did draw with Microsoft Paint ones, and I really like this pencil, but like there are no layers and stuff, and like features that are like not in MS Paint that you would have in Clip Studio Paint. So I wanted to have this brush in Clip Studio Paint. And then I found this on the Asset Studios, and I really like it. And I think that's just about it. I don't really think I have any more tools that I like to use. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll just put the brushes mentioned just right here.